So funny. Oh, and
Okay.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna say.
Hi.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirty Closet Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Charlie Rocket.
it is the rise of Jay Jones, and we are also the Dirty Closet Pals.
That is right, and we are joined by our good friend, the wonderful, the beautiful, the best, Paperdoll.
Hola. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Paperdoll.
Hey, closet freaks.
Hey, welcome to our closet, where even if your
Yes.
closet is clean, it is dirty today.
It is dirty, filthy
Oh, it's so
today.
filthy.
We always say that, and then we don't really say a lot of dirty, filthy things because we've been getting a little deep. We've been getting a little
Yeah.
deep recently.
How deep?
Hey, that's why we
Here
need
we
you
go.
on
That's
the
why
show.
we needed you. Yeah, exactly.
You bring it out of us. And also, like, we decided we need to change our topic for the day so that we bring it a little bit back. Bring it back a little nerdy, a little fun.
Yeah, just make it a vibe. Make it a fun pop, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talk us about how to get a cosplay waifu.
Woo!
But before we get started, let's talk a little bit to Paperdoll. How are you doing today?
Yeah, for sure. Tell us how you been.
And so well. I'm doing great. And it's beautiful outside.
It is.
It is. I
Yes.
agree.
The weather's been good.
The weather's working.
Paperdoll is also a cosplayer, of course. That is what she is known for. What are your favorite cosplays to wear?
Okay, so my new favorite, because it used to be Toga, but Toga had dropped down. I really love doing Esda. It's something about that. Putting that hat on and that whole dominance, and everybody's like,
yes.
So,
you know what? Is it one of those characters that, like, once you put it on, you're like, oh, I see how this came to be. Like, you feel that character a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it when a cosplay does that.
It's like, I guess I'll wear that, and I put it on, and I like transform like Sailor Moon, and all of a sudden, all this confidence comes in, and I'm like, oh, I need to step on somebody.
Oh,
yes. I feel like whenever it transforms you into like a completely different person, those are like the best ones. That's why like Catwoman's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites to wear, but it's also one of my favorites on almost everybody else, like including you. Because I feel like that brings something out of people that they don't always have every day. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Oh yes, and I just love seeing anybody cosplay Catwoman, men, women.
Yeah.
Like everybody has their own version, and it's like it's just so.
You mentioned that. That's kind of how I felt like when I do Tengen. Like there's a certain energy that comes with it, where it's like, oh yeah, like how can I not feel like the man? Like,
well, yeah, because
what
like, are you gonna do?
Like, what else could I do? Like, I can't lose.
Dude's got 3 wives and he's doing all right.
Yeah.
I think.
My boy got motion, so
Yeah,
living a good life.
Yeah.
Right. And so also, I know that you do, just like me, you do the OnlyFans, a little bit of OnlyFans. Hey. How do you like OnlyFans?
It's actually, first it was rough a couple of years ago, but I actually like it now that I just do what I want to do and what I choose to and what I'm comfortable with. Everybody's like, oh, we like this. So people that rock with me, they stick around.
Yeah.
And people that are like, hey, we want you to do the hokey pokey and all this stuff. Right. I'm like, then they go away. So
girl,
it's like, perfect now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just now getting to that point. I like took a long break because I was getting annoyed by the hokey pokey people, like you said. Yes. And it gets like disheartening because you're like, oh God, people only want these things. Yeah. But then when you actually like figure out what your lane is and like what you want to do, then it seems like people still like that. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. And the only thing I hate is that the market is now oversaturated, kind of like guys with sending D pics throughout the years to phones and everything. Now it's like, hey, I'm charging $5 a month. That's only 16 cents a day to see these. Right. I'm like, oh, that's kind of pricey. And then you look at the girl next to you and she's like, oh yeah, for $5 a month, I'm gonna do the spread eagle with all these people. You're like,
oh, you know what the fuck? Yeah, that's that price gouging shit. It's like, look, it's like I'm gonna undercut you at such a degree that like it doesn't even make sense for me to do this. Like
it for real. That's what makes it hard.
It's like, dang, I feel like there needs to be some sort of like union. Like, hey, y'all, we gotta at least agree that like we're not going below this amount because you're driving the price down. Like,
yeah, it's like $5 for the little basic package. $10. Okay.
Yeah.
You should be charging some
like not for nothing. Like if you go into therapy for what you charge $5 for, charge more. I'm gonna just because you can't even cover the cost of therapy, baby girl. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Ruth Chris giving out McDonald's prices.
Yeah, it would be like, damn. Like I know I'm getting over. Do you know I'm getting over?
Right.
Exactly. Wow. So I'm like, why am I going to McDonald's when I can go to Ruth Chris and get the same exact thing for the same price?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's just simple math. Like, it's like, wow, you really just the real estate. That's weird.
Exactly. So that's the only thing that is annoying.
Shout out to you for staying in your own lane and making it work for you, though.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I see for you how that worked so well.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's nothing more than being the most authentic version of yourself and still getting a fan base from it because they're guaranteed to stay. Because like whatever you do is inherently you, and if like what you're doing is making you money, stay that lane. Like why follow the trends?
Yeah, exactly.
I like how I'm like pushing my hair behind my ear when it's just these braids. Like, let me leave them alone. Like,
you know what? Look, if it makes you feel better, if I catch you doing it, I'll do it. Like, I'm gonna pretend like there's something there, and I'll be like, "Oh, my luscious,
beautiful."
Yeah, my mane. Yeah.
Something's wrong with us.
Oh, something's really wrong with me. I knew that, but it's cool. I'm happy.
Yeah.
We make it work.
Look, one thing I've noticed with OnlyFans, but I've also noticed with cosplay, is that people act as though we're unapproachable or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yes, we probably do our makeup to make us look a little scary. You might do that serious, like, my eyebrows. My eyebrows are tatted on, so it's like, sorry, I wake up looking like this.
That's what I need to do.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the flawless victory. Just permanently you wake up, just there it is.
I know,
as long as you wash your face, you good to go.
But I sometimes feel that way too when I like meet other cosplayers and I'm like, oh wow, a little nervous. And I get it because somebody that's dressed like maybe as deaf or some kind of dummy mommy. And then you got someone then you got somebody dressed like cute little Jigglypuff, and it's like,
right.
I will approach Jigglypuff first before this scary person.
Right. That is me. I do get a lot of social anxiety, and I get so nervous when I approach people who I've like been following or looking up to for so long.
Yeah.
So I definitely can see that side of it, and it's almost like you have to take yourself out of that. Like, I have to become Charlie Rocket. Charlie Rocket is not me every day, all day, but I have to become Charlie Rocket to be comfortable in those situations and just kind of remember they're real people.
Exactly.
You know what's very interesting that I've noticed though, even with OnlyFans and like what I've seen, like you said, it seems like people either put like people on a pedestal, like they actually don't want to say anything to you and they're quiet, and it's just like they're like, don't even look at me, do your thing. Or they think it's too easily accessible.
Yes.
They think because some monetary thing is attached that they're owed the world, and that if they can put a price on it, they can have it. Which I'm like, I'm still a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like this isn't commodifiable.
Right.
Like
exactly.
There's a dollar sign. I'm not to be bought. Like you're buying a service, not the person kind of situation.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because now I've ran into some people that are not approachable at all. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? They can come at me like Regina George.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I've already played that scenario in my head over and over, okay, cool. And I may introduce and say something, and sometimes they could be a bitch. But I get it because, like what you said, some people feel as though they have so much access to you where they're like, oh, nice to meet you, Paperdoll. Next thing it's like, oh, so what's this? What's that? Oh, yeah, that one picture you did, I don't like it. It was really ugly. You should do this. And you're like, hold fuck
Yeah,
up. Like, who
how
are
are you
you?
a creative director in
Yes.
my life because you paid $5?
Right.
Like, no. Like, that's not how this works. Like, I am the creator. You say thank you.
Exactly.
Move on.
Yeah.
But I get why some people choose to be mean girls or, mean guys.
Yeah.
Because of people like that. And I'm like, hold on, I'm harmless. I come in peace.
Yeah.
No, blah, blah, blah. Or they'll think you're competition. And it's like,
Which is always weird because at the same time, like, I know they say there's only room for one at the top of the mountain, but if you've ever been at the top of a mountain, how much space is there? There's room for everybody.
Huge.
It's like that's so dumb. That's so dumb.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to be like the Sound of Music at the top, just
right.
Yeah,
Let's all hold hands.
Let's all hold hands and just kumbaya.
Right.
Like,
sit in a circle.
Yeah.
We're doing Exactly.
I know.
This is a perfect segue to our topic, how to get a cosplay waifu.
Ooh.
Starting with what I call step 1, which is finding a cosplay waifu. Where can you even find them?
Come and rescue me. Take me out the club. Hey, take me out the trap. Hey, take me off the market. Take me off the map.
Yes.
Trying to hit the group chat and tell them it's a call.
He's ready with the full song.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you something.
I know it's about to be a whole party.
Sometimes you just need a waifu though. You know what I mean?
Dance break.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Step 1. I mean, definitely find out what is your hobby.
Yeah.
And, looking for somebody that has that similar hobby, which rolls us into conventions.
Oh, yes.
We all got that in common.
For a fact. Yeah. We talked about that a little bit on the blurred dating episode, and definitely everybody who's a blurred that I know will let you know that's where you can find somebody for real.
Yeah,
is at a convention.
That's your best bet. Like, especially if like you're into anime or you're into gaming, like go to those specific cons. Like if you know you're into gaming, like go to a gaming con. If you know that you're into anime, go to an anime con. If you know you're more of like there's just so many options out there. If you know that you're a horror person and that's all you do,
I didn't know
is
what
watch
you was
horror
say.
movies.
I said,
Horror. No, if you're a horror, just
go to Exotica.
Go to Exotica. Yeah, exactly.
I love it there.
I guarantee you, somebody gonna pay for it.
Hey, we're here for it.
Hey, if you grin, you win. You never know. I made that up just right now, but we're gonna roll with it.
Oh my gosh. No, yeah, most of the people who I know who are like interested in cosplayers and they're like lusting over them and things like that, they're complaining about never being able to find like nerdy girls and like hot nerd girls, but then they're not going. They're not in the spaces, right? I've never been there. Oh, I don't leave my home. Like,
yeah. Hold on, wait. You're mad you're not gonna meet your preference. My bro, you're not gonna meet nobody. Yeah. Like you're not gonna meet anybody at home. You have to. And I know the internet is a tool, but at the end of the day, you have to use that tool and you have to go somewhere. Eventually you have to meet. We live in 2023 where if you're black and you're like, oh, I don't know where there's any black nerdy girls in. There's a term, blurred. You can literally be like, blurs in my city and find a con that's local, and then the next thing you know,
that's true.
You're there meeting so many people.
Yeah. My thing is, if you can order DoorDash, you can figure out these things.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And just go there and be respectful and get to know different nerds. Because you may see like, oh, Charlie Rocket, I'm so in love with her. I want to meet a girl exactly like her. So obviously she's taken.
Right.
Not saying you want Charlie Rocket and find someone that fits your puzzle piece. It's like, I want a girl like Charlie Rocket, but Charlie doesn't like, let's say, Steven Universe, even though we know she loves it. But we could be like, she hates Steven Universe. But there's another girl that likes it.
Who's a Stefani cosplayer who like just meets all the metrics. My thing is like, if you want sand, go to the beach. Like it's as simple as that. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like,
Mhm.
if you want sand, you
Get to
can't
know these
stay at
girls.
home. You got to go where the sand is. Like, go to the
Right.
beach.
There's so many. There's just
Yeah.
so many men, women, and in between at these
Exactly.
cons.
Whatever
You
you're looking
find your
for, it exists. But you know, you got to work for it.
What do you think is the best con to find somebody?
Oh, okay.
I just thought about that. I
That's
was like,
a
what do
nice
you
question.
think is...
I like that.
I don't know.
That is it. Well, okay. If you're looking for an African American nerd, I would definitely
like
say
a blurred, like a real stand-up blurred. I feel that.
Yeah.
Blurred Con.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, you know what? I want a cosplay waifu, but I really want her to be like a gamer girl, like gamer. MagFest.
I feel that. I knew you were gonna say MagFest. I felt it.
Yeah, because I'm up in there doing Dance Revolution. Like,
I know that's right.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. That was my shit in high school. Like my best friend Zach, he had the shit in his basement with like the little fluffy pads. And him and his girlfriend used to play Sweet, Sweet Bumblebee. I know what you want from me.
Yes.
And then, so, you know, afterwards I would get on it and I'm like, I used to feel like I was that guy. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I was at this past MagFest cosplaying Sonic. I'm like, look, hold my rings.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Oh, your Sonic is top tier, so I feel
top
that.
tier.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Chef's kiss.
Mwah.
There we go.
I was gonna say KatsuCon if you like anime, and I feel like KatsuCon's a vibe. It's very busy, but quite a vibe. Yes.
Sadly, I need to go to my first one. I'm waiting for it. I want it so bad.
I know.
But you know what? I know you're going to bring me to it. So I'm looking forward to that.
We're
all going to make it happen. But even so, BlurredCon is going to be amazing.
Yes.
I'm hyped for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Because there's so many. But I would say like maybe these like really large cons, like, you know, your San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I got that to meet somebody because people are just like, you know, tunnel vision.
Yeah.
I gotta get my cosplay right. I gotta get this. I want to meet these people. So some people got tunnel vision. So you're probably looking at maybe at panels. You're sitting at a panel about Steven Universe. I mean, as an example again. You're there at the panel. You see another person there, the opposite sex that you're attracted to, and you're like, oh wow, or same sex, and you're like, yo, shawty's, she look good. I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
And she's really engaged with the panel. Afterwards, y'all can step out, you know, after it's over and say, hey, yeah, I'm a big Steven Universe fan, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you want to go down to the Maid Cafe, get something to drink? Oh, sure, let's go.
People
That's a good
know how to do it.
Look, she putting you up on game. It's as simple as being like, look, I see that you're Stevani. Look, if you want to be the sword, I'll be your shield. Let's go downstairs, have a couple of drinks real quick. It's as simple as that. Look, you don't even have to be like absurd with it. Just like if you vibe with what they're vibing with and what they're bringing to the table, have a seat. Like, just really be respectful about it and just go on about that. Like, just, you know,
that's one of the main things. You gotta act like you've been here before.
There it is. Say, wait, what do they need to do?
You have to act like you've been here. Like, too many times when people come up to me, I get the strong feeling that you've never talked to a woman. And
and it shows, right?
And it shows, and it makes me want to leave. It makes me want to disappear. So, like, just talk to people like they're people. If you guys have similar interests and you're excited because they have that interest or they're wearing that costume or they're at that panel, talk about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I also love this. Like, we could definitely bond off of our shared love for this thing, instead of me wondering why you're drooling and trying to make sure I'm safe.
Can I throw in one caveat though? But also, don't act like you're God's gift to women, and don't gatekeep. There's two things. Like, one, she is not there for your entertainment. She's there because she likes the same shit you do.
Oh yeah,
that's a clear distinction.
The gatekeeping.
Yeah, and then gatekeeping, bro. Like, don't ask her on episode 72 of whatever, do you realize that this character, when did that happen?
What was the middle name of his second cousin?
I'm gonna be completely honest. You just literally disqualified yourself from like whatever was about to happen with shit like that.
Yeah, because this guy years ago. Years ago.
Yeah.
He was gatekeeping, but he was trying to impress me and trying to,
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I see you're dressed as Vegeta. Yeah. So you watch Dragon Ball? How many kids does Goku have? And I was like, 3? And he's like, no, it's 2. It's Gohan and Goten. I'm like, oh, but in the manga he had 3, but that one died. And he's like, I had the stuck face.
Yes.
Like, you didn't tell me from the manga or
But see, my thing is, look, he thought he was gonna pull rank on you, and
it was pulling rank on
me, and then feel stupid with the egg on his face. But like, that's not on you.
Exactly. I was like,
it's so sad.
Why are you gatekeeping me?
Or he could have said,
like,
you know what? I love that you're Vegeta. You know what I mean? I could be your Voma, like on some like crossplay shit, and then kept it pushing. You know what I mean? Hey, looks like you need some capsule corpse love. Like, anything.
You can impress her without trying to gatekeep or insult the person.
Yeah.
Because you could say, oh, you're a Dragon Ball Z fan? Who's your favorite? I see you're cosplaying Vegeta, but I don't want to be obvious. And I could be like, oh, well, my favorite is, blah, blah, blah. Exactly. And then you going back and forth. And then you could go back to episode 73, like, oh.
Exactly. The smart way to do it. You can literally say your cosplay is over 9,000 because you're Vegeta. And you'll know that me and you both know that.
Let me tell you something. I cosplayed Vegeta, and somebody did say that to me, and I didn't know what it meant because I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z.
But like, also, guess what? Though?
That's on me, though.
Look. But I'm gonna be honest. If you're not a gatekeeper and you tell that joke and they don't get it though, you're supposed to look. A real one bounces back. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, hey,
yeah, it is.
Yeah. You're like, it's over 9,000. You're like 9,000. What?
Right. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, it's over 9,000.
That was my own fault.
But, wait, you went to Mean Girls. The limit does not exist.
Hey, look, I solved that problem watching the movie. So I was a mathlete.
I respect it.
Good job. No problem. He probably went home and put you in his burn book.
Hey,
Charlie Sprocket is the fuggliest fuck.
No.
No, I had gone out with a guy only once in college. And first of all, let me tell y'all, if we're nerdy, we like nerdy. So like
that comes with
that's
territory.
Fine. Like, we love nerdy guys. I'm here for it. I love it. It's a turn on. But when I go out with you and you're speaking in Japanese and I don't speak Japanese, and I'm like, oh, cool, you speak another language, or like, oh, cool. And he's like, oh, do you know what that means? And I'm like,
well, if I did, I wouldn't have said, oh, you speak another language. I would have spoken it back.
Right.
To you. Like, come on, context, please, my boy.
And then when I don't know what it means, that's still fine. And you could still tell me what it meant. And then that could be a whole thing. But what he did.
Oh, God. Let me see.
What he did was say, you don't know the second intro of Bleach? And I said, wow. I don't know it spoken to me.
No.
Maybe if you were singing it, then yeah, because I like Bleach. But spoken word.
You don't watch Bleach.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And I also don't have to watch Bleach. I get that we met at like a Spirited Away screening or something, and we had Death Note shirts on, but that doesn't mean I watch Bleach. So I don't know what this is.
I could be a slice of life anime person, my whole career, and still be an anime person.
Watching Oran Host Club out here.
Exactly. Yes. Sorrow lives alone type shit.
Because I do dibble and dabble with other animes, but I am a horror fan. I love horror.
Yes.
Hey, look. So you got that Devilman Crybaby energy.
Yes.
Exactly. I feel that. I respect. Look, I'm right here.
But people, this is Death Note.
Oh, yeah. Look, that's where she lives.
You know, I like everything, but I love Death Note.
And I let people know because they'll keep gatekeeping me about shonens. And I'm like, I don't really watch shonens.
Which is wild. Like, why is that the standard?
Several of them.
Why is that the standard? Why is the mainstream, like, if you don't watch Naruto, like Bleach, or
I do watch Naruto.
or like any of that, Yeah, like they try to treat you like obviously you're a Akatsuki down, but like
yeah, let me tell you, like I watched so much anime. My parents used to watch Speed Racer, so I like kind of grew up on some anime, and right. But I watched so much Pokemon and Sailor Moon, and then I'd watch Tenchi and Inuyasha.
ooh,
but
Tenchi Muyo.
I didn't watch. Yes, I didn't watch Naruto, or I definitely didn't watch Dragon Ball or anything like that until college. Like I watched Death Note in college and loved it so much, and I watched Soul Eater, Fairy Tale, all that stuff. Host Club, yeah. But Naruto had so many episodes already that I was like, I'll try.
But also, let's not act like you weren't watching Fairy Tale and things like that.
No, yeah.
Let me tell you, she was walking around talking about Ice Snake.
Yeah, you know don't tell everybody though, because now nobody's talking about it.
Hey, I did watch Oran Host Club because that's not a typical anime I would watch. But then I was like, oh, this looks kind of cute. And I'm reading, and I kind of like the story that it was a girl.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. You need to mix those kind of things together. Like you can't have just one or the other. Like it's nothing wrong with being a well-rounded blurred. Like I'll watch Shin-Chan and I'll watch like Lupin the Third, but at the same time I'm watching like Cowboy Bebop, I'm watching Rurouni Kenshin, I'm watching all the like staples, quote unquote, because I feel like you don't need to have necessarily watched them to like get into it.
Yeah.
Like if you got in on just like Slice of Life, we're still in the same group and I embrace you because I don't get geek.
Yeah.
There's no point.
And so, like, well, Oran Host Club just happened to catch me. But if there's
wait, look. I'm gonna let you and Charlie have a moment. I
have not seen any other ones like that anime.
Yeah.
If we go with horror, I've seen all those, and I like Sailor Moon because I watched it growing up. Yeah, I was born in Japan, so those were just regular cartoons for me. Yeah. So I'm like,
hey, I love that.
I said rewind.
Hey, konnichiwa. Like I love that so much. Yeah.
Woo! Yes, I do.
I got arigato.
But just a little.
I was like, wait. As soon as you hit me, I was like, Nani?
But I still watch anime, and I do watch it in sub. Well, I mean in dub. I like hearing the American voices, and then sometimes I watch it.
Yeah. Because at least you can multitask.
I go back
because you're
and
still
forth.
an adult, and you got to get things done while you watch your anime. Like that's how it gets done.
Because I don't know all the words. I know.
Yeah.
Enough where I can find some food and shelter and basic needs. But I'm not gonna understand the whole story.
So what you know is enough, and we appreciate it.
It's enough to survive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But not enough to
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know that word. Oh, okay, I know what you said. Okay. But
look, that's the first step. That's finding a waifu.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, yeah, that's step number one.
Hey. But second step, how do you attract a cosplay waifu? What is we briefly talked about it. We talked about a little like pickup lines at the panels. But but what do you have a type? Do you have a type?
Oh, yeah, that's what we need to know. Is there something that you gravitate towards?
I like someone that is confident, really, really big on confident, because sometimes I'm a little shy, but I don't want a guy to be like timid, like, hey, I'm like, no, give me eye contact.
Yeah, like he got to stand on something.
I do not like arrogance.
Yes.
Fine line.
There's a big difference between arrogant and confident. I agree.
Yeah, like, give me some eye contact, stand, chest up. And I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Then you're supposed to be like, I'm your favorite content creator. Who? I don't know who the fuck you are.
Right.
Yeah. It's just like, that's hilarious. That's like rappers when you be like, you know who the fuck this is. I'm like, I have no idea who this is. Please say your name. Sure. Say your name so I can have a guess.
Yeah, and I get, okay, you got a bunch of followers because you play fucking race car games on YouTube and everybody watches it, and I'm like, those are not the kind of games to play, so I don't watch this shit. But if you were big in Animal Crossing, I'd know you.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, hold on. Can I say something? Can I brag on my baby real quick? Like she is not only killing the regular Animal Crossing game, she got the expansion, the DLC. She out here making vacation homes, killing it, being top tier. I'm sorry, look, hold on. When I get to brag, I gotta brag on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something.
Animal Crossing accomplishments.
I'm sorry, my
Happy
fault.
Home
Look,
Academy.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet, but I just, when you said that real quick, I had too much pride on my chest because she's killing it. She's killing it in Animal Crossing. She got more bells than a little bit. I'm gonna just say that.
Oh my god, I'm done.
But definitely a man that's confident, of course, not arrogant, and I really like nice guys. I want to see how you interact with other people. I want to see that you open the door, because I'm really big on chivalry. I'm still old school. Maybe because I'm in my late 30s. I'm not gonna just
what? No, I need to see a birth certificate. Wait a minute. I know they say black don't crack, but I don't know. It's giving youth. It's giving youth over there.
The late 30s girls.
I feel, I was gonna say, man, ain't nothing late over there.
I'm really big on chivalry, and when we're walking down the street, you walk on the outside so you can
protect my life, whatever. Yeah,
just like I just want a genuinely nice guy.
Yeah,
and has common sense, because I meet some people and I'm like, okay, he's nice, he's confident, but then it's like
common sense not
11,
right?
And I'm like, oh, sweetie.
Yeah. You were so close. Yeah, like so close, but no cigar.
You
like
had it, buddy.
You were right there. You were right at the
Okay, what was that? The commercial with the fish on my like.
Oh, you gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah. That's it. I was trying to remember.
Oh no.
I love that.
That's funny. I was like,
you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Exactly. But yes, there's not that many like nice guys still out there, because they're letting, which is a whole nother thing, they're letting social media kind of tell them how to think or feel.
You know what else is crazy? There is nice guys, but then they also lack the confidence. Like, it's weird. It's like if they're confident enough, they cross some weird threshold where they're not doing the things where they need to be doing to meet good women.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's this weird like Venn diagram where you need to meet them right in the middle, where they're confident and they also just want to meet someone who does what they do.
Exactly. I don't want to like meet you and I'm like, oh, he's a confident and he's a nice guy, but then you want to be like some asshole that you saw on IG that gets all the bitches.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're right. Like, oh yeah, I'm some red pill, like fucking like I listen to what's that dude's name? Andrew Tate type shit.
Exactly.
Like chill out, bro. Like, oh my God, like it's not that serious.
Right, facts.
I know you weren't popular in high school, and that's okay. But like, let's move on. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, because I'll be meeting some interesting guys, and they'll be coming there acting like they Money Mayweather, but they living in a shoebox. I'm like, why are you out?
I got the shoebox. Oh my gosh, she said with the Payless BOGO.
Like, just be humble, be a nice, sweet gentleman, kind, and know how to hold a conversation, and we're good.
Right.
Yeah. So what it sounds like you're asking for is the bare minimum. Like be a decent person. Like, ask me how I'm doing and really care about that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then we kind of got to sprinkle in you got to be able to take care of yourself, because even though I'm Dommy Mommy, I'm not your mommy. I am not.
Wait. Can you say that one more time? I'm going to be quiet. I just need everybody to pay attention. That's something PSA for all you dudes out there. What did you say? You're Dommy Mommy, but what?
Dommy Mommy, but I'm not your mommy.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
I am not taking care of no grown-ass man. Please have your own place, a nice steady 9 to 5, whatever hours you got, little job.
Yes.
Doing your thing. Taking care of yourself. I need a man that can afford toilet paper and some deodorant.
Yeah.
Hey. Can I tell you something? There is nothing wrong with that. Everything you said, like, that's basic, like 9 to 5.
Adulting.
Yeah, like, take care of yourself. Like, my thing is, if you can afford the latest DLC, you can afford deodorant. Like it's as simple as that.
Oh, facts.
Like sometimes you don't need to do that campaign. Sometimes you need to smell like a person, like instead of an animal. Like
exactly. But those are my standards because everybody is completely fine with their own standards. So
yeah.
But for me, because I know a lot of people ask, well, Paperdoll, what the fuck do you bring to the table? I'm like, the same shit I just
wait.
It's the same
do
shit
they
I
really
bring.
say what do you bring to the table?
But
while
I
they
also
look at
have
the table?
more.
While they look at the table?
Yeah, they're like looking at the table. What the fuck you bring? You're asking me to afford toilet paper, 2-ply or one. I'm like,
that is how guys act.
That's so wild.
You'll be like, have your own job, have your stuff together, you're smoking hot, and then they're like, yeah, but
job?
What are you gonna bring me? You like, so what?
Are you blind?
Friendship.
Oh, you dumb.
I
knew exactly where you were going with that shit. Are you dumb?
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh. But one thing that I always require, just because of me, I always need somebody who's funny because I can't deal.
Am I funny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Y'all chemistry.
These are lies.
Can I tell you something? She makes it easy, man. Like, let me tell you something. Every time I'm having a bad day, I wake up in the morning and I roll over it, and like this is what I see. I get up and get to the bag, like, cause like I need to keep this going. Like, you know what I mean?
But also every time you wake up, I also give him face massages.
Ooh,
and
them temple rubs. Wait.
At the beginning.
Can I tell you
the
something?
day.
Whoa. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now.
My mind is in the gutter.
Rubs alone, Paperdoll.
With hands?
Hold on, listen to me.
Okay.
Real quick. Get close. Let's get close.
The temple
rubs right there.
Oh,
make me,
nose,
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. They make me go out and want to get promotions. They make me want to go out and make sure that she is perfectly taken care of. I get up in the morning, make sure the kids are dressed. I get cereal. I'll do whatever it takes. Cause she make me feel like, cause my first waking moments is her being like, babe, like you got this. I'm gonna rub your temple. It's time to wake up.
Have a great day.
Oh, let me tell you something. With a woman like that, I'll go conquer the world. You can I don't mind. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I don't mind being David with Goliath when she loads my slingshot like that. I'll be ready to knock shit down. I'm gonna just be honest.
And that's what you need because
be
like, oh, what does Charlie bring you? Like so much. You just can't.
Oh my God.
You don't have enough time to unravel.
I could not be where I am right now without this one next to me. She propels me to greatness.
Hyping me.
No, look, it's not hype when it's the truth. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I don't know what else to call it. It's just the truth. Like, yeah. No, walk around with the big head, baby girl. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. In the morning when I wake up, it's really wild to have somebody be like, you can do anything that you need to do. And be like, you know what? I really can. Hey,
but that's amazing because the little stuff that just boosts you up. You don't need her buying you a big ass.
But at the same time, at the end of the day, like, don't get me wrong, I know she has to do her things, and then I'm here for her. Like, whatever she needs on the back end, it can't be one-sided. This isn't a one-way street. This got to be a two-way street. Anything she needs, I'll be like, wow, I saw you with your makeup today, or I saw you do your hair a different way. Wait, wow, the way those baby hairs was laid. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, y'all so cute.
She makes it easy.
You gotta learn the lady lingo also. I feel like women so often we learn stuff about the people we're with. Suddenly I'm going to basketball games.
Exactly. You know, it's on his head. You know what that means.
I wasn't caring about basketball. You know what I mean? You have to actually make the effort to learn your person.
Yeah.
And I feel like even what he said with the baby hairs, I feel like, oh, okay, you listening.
Hey, not for nothing. She'll send me something and I'll be like, hey, babe, I know you sent that to me and it's giving what it's supposed to give.
Right.
And she knows that I'm paying attention.
And it's giving what it's supposed to give.
And talking to y'all, because I already know, well, you know, he likes his basketball. So you're like, okay, I watch basketball with him. But then you love your reality TV and then he's watching the Housewives with you. So it's like y'all both.
I watch the RuPaul. Hey, look, I know that you got to come into the room first and everything.
Yes,
everything.
First.
Hey, I know the difference between a Kiki and a Kai Kai. I've been paying attention. I've been paying attention.
You're in a queer relationship, and that's what's required.
And I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I love every minute of
We're here for it.
And see, and you probably wouldn't have watched it, or it might have been on.
No, I had no idea. Look, I'm gonna tell you 100%. She put me on to everything RuPaul. She put me on to like so much alternative things, and I loved it because it made me a better person. I love to grow as a person, and when your relationship makes you grow, you're in the right relationship. Like if she was just me, like I would be stuck in a box, and I don't want to be in a box. I'd rather like expand.
Exactly. Yeah, because like dating for me, I get to see stuff that I would have never watched. Like, oh, this is a really good movie.
Yeah.
Just like anime.
If you're just like me, we're missing out.
Exactly. And like I only watch like horrors and a couple of action movies. And there was this guy that was dating years ago, and he actually loves rom-coms. And I'm like, I'm not watching a fucking rom-com. I don't watch that shit. Horror, action. But it was like this one movie, I forgot what it was, and it had like Cameron Diaz in it. Big shocker. Nicki Minaj. And it was about like this guy was cheating on his wife, and so the wife like jumped to the mistress house, and he wasn't at the mistress house.
Other woman.
Like,
I've never
the
seen
other
it.
woman, and then found out she was the other woman. It was so good. It was funny. Never would have watched it, and I was cracking up because they're like, "What kind of car is it?" And they're like, "It's a Jetta," and they're like, "Only the young hot ones drive Jettas." And I drove a Jetta at the time.
Hey, so you was a young, hot one in these streets. That shit made you feel. Hold on. Just between me and you, and like between all of us, that shit made you feel good, didn't you? You was like, damn, I'm a young hot one in these streets.
But it shocked me because he was also an anime nerd. But I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to watch this movie. And he's like, oh, we should watch The Other Woman. Why?
Right.
Hey, you like make it make sense.
I don't watch chick flicks. Like,
yes. Girl, it took so long for me to get into chick flicks. And then when somebody put me on, I was like, some of these are all right.
Now, teen movies, I do watch.
Oh,
that's a different thing.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Look, hold on.
But
Coming of age, I feel like, damn, am I always coming of age? I feel that shit. It's like that shit where it's like, I don't belong, but I got to do this one grand gesture to make sure that like I finally rule the school type shit. Yes. Like that shit is where I live.
I even watched the Netflix like TV shows like Never Have I Ever.
Yes. Oh, we watched
All the Boys I Love.
Yes, I love that.
Oh, then have you seen Boo Bitch?
Oh, no, not yet. It's on our list though.
Watch it. I like it.
Sadly, being an adult means you can't watch everything you want because you got a little bit of time. But you know what? This weekend, you never know.
I know.
Exactly. I would.
We might look. Is it a Paperdoll recommended thing? Because you know, Dirty Closet Pals. We mess with your.
Because that movie caught me off guard. No, it's a TV show, but it was so cute. It's just like, oh, I gotta rule the school. They go to like a little party. It's in the beginning. It's also in the trailer. Then the girl's dead.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh no, you're dead. But why are you still here? Oh, because it's something you haven't done yet. Oh, where's that boy at school I always liked? I should talk to him.
Yeah. Oh,
why am I not descending yet? Oh, well, you never had your first kiss.
That's wild.
Like, oh, I gotta have my first kiss, and then I can just. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so here for it.
Girl, I love those movies so much.
You know what's so funny? It's wild to have.
All of it.
Speaking of having a waifu, let me tell you how just having somebody that watches the same things you watch amplifies things so much.
Yeah.
Because anything I enjoy, I get to bring Charlie into.
Yeah.
And it's like vice versa. Like she'll bring stuff to me, and I'm like, oh
like
shit,
She-Ra?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Your boy been working out. It's about to be a midriff summer. I hope y'all ready to see some abs.
Crop top summer. I love
crop top. Yeah. Not for nothing. I got somebody else. We're gonna be part of the group called the Midriff Boys. Like it's a thing.
With Diego, no, she knows.
Oh, Diego. You know Diego. Me and Diego are gonna be Midriff Boys with a Z. Like at the end, Midriff Boys. Hey, you know what I mean? Because not for nothing. Blurred women need something to look at too. It can't just be one-sided.
I'm here for it.
I'm telling you, guys in crop tops, I'd be like, that is my thing. And
hey,
like,
look, you know what? It might be crop tops and hoochie daddies all summer.
Right.
Ooh, crop tops and hoochie daddies.
Hey, look.
Bring in the blurred con. It's happening.
Hey, blurred.
We gotta make you a fairy.
Not for nothing. That's where I met Paperdoll. Like that's where you brought me into. Like I remember the first time we decided we were Woody and Bo Peep.
Yeah, Woody and Bo Peep. I was like, oh, so cute.
We gotta make you a fairy costume.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And your crop top.
Oh, you already know exactly. Look, I need to be like, I need to have a fake crop top hoochie daddy situation going on.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready. Yeah, you know exactly. Like you said, confidence because I found my cosplay waifu.
Oh my gosh, you spoiled me.
I
be trying to stay serious, and then you gotta hype me up.
I mean, hey, not for nothing. You're easy to spoil. Look at you.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm just saying.
She is adorable. I love.
I mean, right? Like, hold on. Like, I'm gonna let you say.
I'm trying to be a gangster.
Oh, my fault. Look. If you're trying to be hard body, I'll be quiet. I'm done.
Hard body.
Hey, wait, them guns. Yes. Wait, whoa. Can you flex one? Hey, Paperdoll said, I live.
Just in case you know, I gotta
dance
on the stress away.
Do I remember she lifted you? I didn't forget.
Oh yeah, I lift a little.
That's why I'm here.
I was like, am I a light person? I'm not.
I was there. Like, let me tell you something. I was just appreciative that it happened. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because at BlurCon, every time I go to BlurCon, well, cons period, women, they all know that, oh yeah, she's strong, she can lift me. And they just try to do the little dirty dancing. And I'm like, right here.
How does it feel making you be Patrick Swayze? Like you feel good inside, right?
Oh, if I could.
I know. That's the big move.
That's the move. Yeah.
You're gonna be right here. You're gonna be right here, Carrie.
But it's okay. Look, it's okay. Whenever you feel like lifting Charlie, I'm more than welcome. Look, no hate this way.
You know what? I'm gonna work. I'm gonna start doing some crunches.
Okay, hey, look, we're gonna work out together. We're gonna work out together. All of us, we're gonna be strong. We're gonna be strong, sexy people.
We're doing it.
Oh, yeah, actually gonna be a 2-person team. JJ, you gotta help me. So when she runs up,
I get you. Yeah. Look. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm with you. Yeah. We're gonna rotate.
Hold the legs, I just grab.
Look. You go to the right. I'm gonna go to the left. She gonna be majestic.
Yeah, that's how people do that move in their 30s.
Yeah.
That's what that exactly.
Yeah, that 30s flow.
And then when you get close to 40, then you do the Milli Vanilli, where you say you're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
But you had some.
You remember that time we was about to, but then we didn't.
Exactly. We had people with somebody with a horrible wig, and it's like a buff 6-foot dude pretend to be me.
Yeah. You like that was Paperdoll. If you don't think that was Paperdoll, you capping, bro. I see. Like that was her.
Haters gonna say it's Photoshop.
Yeah, y'all gonna say it's Photoshop.
The worst Photoshop. And just a buff ass dude holding her up.
Oh no!
Like,
moving back to the topic.
So sorry.
Yes.
Real quick, do you have any relationship like red flags?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my goodness! Well, I already said the whole arrogance, the gatekeeping.
Yes.
And it's like I do like meeting nerd guys, but the tough part at cons, because I go to a lot of cons in the East Coast, it feels like everybody's like dating the same people.
Yes.
Oh, it's a small. Yeah, it's a small pool for sure.
So small. I'm like, y'all watching this? Y'all never been to the cons? Come to the cons. Add to the pool. It's like
more people.
Yeah.
Like the same 5 people. Yeah. Like, you're done with him? Okay. Come on over there.
I already dated that one. Yeah. And now there's that one.
It's like, wow, you're dating who? Good luck, my boy.
Right. Yeah. I just be like, oh, such a small pool, kiddie pool.
You're right. Yeah. And you know what? The gaslighting is like one of my main red flags also. Yeah. Because you know me, like if anybody reads my story any given day of the week, you know that I don't like men who
oh yeah, no.
Blank. It's really like a lot of I don't like when men blank. It's just a whole lot of that. But
yes,
that men be blanking.
Psychological mind fucking. Yeah, that gaslighting, you be thinking like, was I overreacting? Was it me?
Right.
You know? And then
it never is.
Hey, and as a man that refuses to gaslight, I'll tell the truth. I like not for nothing. I own my shit, and then also I validate shit. Like I'm not gonna lie. If I'm gonna say something, I gotta stand on it. I'm not gonna act like you're crazy. I'm gonna act like I mean it. And then if what I mean is wrong, I'll also act like I'm sorry. Like, like it's just you got to be accountable. And I feel like there's a lot of people in the blurred community specifically that don't want to be accountable. Like everybody wants to be a victim. You're not a victim if you're causing the problem. Like, I'm so sorry, you can't throw the rock and hide your hand. Like it doesn't go both ways.
And we also got to be more forgiving because you got people that are like, you know, oh, I was the bad guy in this scenario. I figured it out. Took me a little longer. But hey, I'm genuinely sorry. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Redemption is real.
They're like, no, blacklist them.
Cancel culture. You're right. Hold on. You are 100% right. Cancel culture is like if somebody's wrong once, they're wrong forever. No, people make mistakes. Like at the end of the day, like last time I checked, I'm human. And last time I checked, everybody else I'm running into,
I fucking hate the cancel culture because I literally I'd be having to pull some of my cosplay daughters aside because, you know, I be adopting everybody. I got so many cosplay daughters.
Yes.
But someone will come up to me and be like, just because I'm older and I got fucking common sense, somebody comes up, Charlie, Billy is fucking horrible. Stay away from Billy. He's canceled. And you'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Why are you canceling Billy? Oh, because we used to date and I saw him with another girl.
What?
So that's a personal thing.
Yeah.
That's personal. That has nothing to do
with... It seems like Billy didn't do anything wrong. Billy moved on with their life and you're mad that Billy progressed.
And Charlie and I got a mutual friend like that.
Or really, even if Billy did something wrong in your relationship, everybody doesn't have to pull up their pitchforks and knives and go hunt him down and burn his house down and make sure he never works again.
Yeah, like not for nothing. If Billy punched you, tell us. But if Billy cheats, like, don't get me wrong. If Billy is violent, please let us know so that we can protect people.
Yes.
But if Billy decided that this wasn't working out and then y'all broke up or whatever, and you're like, Billy's an asshole. Okay, but like,
yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Tell your friends, but don't tell the world.
But like,
it doesn't matter.
How does that affect him as a person? Like,
or tell the world. Just don't expect everyone to be.
Like, what am I supposed to do? He's an asshole. Okay, but that doesn't mean he doesn't like live. Like,
because that's just not fair. That's just not right. If I break up with somebody, if you're my close friends, hey, we broke up because he's an asshole. Yeah. Just a heads up, but it has nothing to do with y'all. Just don't want y'all to be like, oh, our favorite couple.
But then also, what's so crazy is we're also always the asshole in somebody else's story. So you got to understand that, like, no matter how you feel about how the situation went down, people are going to tell the story how they're going to tell it. And in somebody's story, they're always the victim. So if they're the victim, that must mean you must be the perpetrator. So, like, you got to understand, you got to be patient with other people the way that you want people to be patient with you.
Exactly. And my biggest thing is I never want to block someone's blessing. So just because him and I didn't work out doesn't mean that his soulmate's out there, that he's a horrible person. We don't get along. It has nothing to do with anybody else. And that can go for regular friendships, etc.
Yeah.
Now, if your friend like stole from you, then okay.
That is a clear red flag because a thief is a thief in any situation. Like, you stole from me, you'll steal from anybody.
Exactly.
No, they gave that shit to you.
No, but stuff like that, that whole cancel culture. And if I meet a guy that's like, oh yeah, cancel her, cancel them, that's a red flag. Like, dude,
girl, let me tell you something. That's one of the reasons why I thought you were like so cool when I first met you and stuff like that. I was like, Paperdoll is chill because I remember I had heard stuff about somebody who you also knew, and you were like, look, form your own opinion about these people. You know what I mean? Like, always tell me if you ever hear something, you gonna tell me because we friends. But you're always gonna say, look, form your own opinion. I'm not gonna say or do anything if you stay friends with that person. I don't care. I'm just telling you the information I have. And that's the same energy I bring to you. You know what I mean? And I always appreciated that because friends got to look out for each other. You never know what kind of information is beneficial for you in that moment, but also to not hold that on somebody. There's no pressure for me to be like, oh, I got to do what Paperdoll does. That's how you boss people around. That's not
because it's like maybe me and this person, we're just not compatible. So I'll say, hey, they're kind of wishy-washy. We didn't really get along. But, you know, form your own opinion because y'all might hit it off.
Yeah.
And it might be team whatever, you know.
Yeah, and you've always been like that.
To be completely honest, like she told me when she met you at KatsuCon, because, you know, we were talking and whatnot at the time. But like I met you at BlurryCon and everything she told me, I was like, oh, this lines up. Like because you were everything she said you was. And so like to have somebody who cared about my person as much as you did, I instantly was like, oh, duh, I care about her. And so, you know, I met you with that energy and I feel like we were good ever since. But it's so good because you stayed consistent with her. And because you were always the same person, it allowed me to instantly let you in. And when I did, you were everything she said you were. You know what I mean? So it just made everything super easy.
And we bonded over Amazing World of Gumball.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know what? And it was so funny because even hearing her be like, you're not hardcore. Like that's how I got introduced to you before I even met you. And then when I met you and you were the same kind of person, like it made everything super easy. And I was like, oh, this person cares about my person. You know what I mean? The same kind of way.
Oh, facts.
And then like next thing you know, we're gang.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, I had to tell him I showed up at KatsuCon stranded with
No, she told me you held her down, and I was like, oh,
right.
I was like, oh, I can't wait to meet these people. And then the very first time I met you, I don't know, I might have been Spider-Man, I might have been Woody, I don't remember what I was in, but I remember seeing you, and I was like, oh, this is the person who was good to my person. I wonder if they'll like have that same energy. You met me with that same energy. I said, oh, so they're real, and I like that, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of really good cosplayers out there. There's a lot of really good ones in the DMV area that are real friendly. As long as, you know, y'all share like the same interest. Same thing as out in the real world. But I feel like if you're a nerd, just like nerd dating, it's the same way for friendship. It's like, wow, we have similar interests. So if you're looking for a waifu or you're looking for a genuine friend, you know, use those same exact tools.
Yes, bring it back.
That's very smart because it's very true. Because my thing is, not every relationship is a relationship. It's a friendship. Yeah. And like, you don't have to force the issue on shit. Like there's some people that come into your life and you're like, oh, we like the same things, but let's be friends about it. Like you don't have to make everything romantic. Like even just because you're the opposite sex, like some people just vibe with you on the same level. Maybe y'all both like Evangelion. Like just let that be that.
Exactly. And you do have some people, and it could be either party, male, women, whatever, but you may become really good friends and be like, oh my gosh, we like the same thing. We're finishing each other's sandwiches and stuff.
Hey, we finish each other's sandwiches. I ain't gonna lie.
But you could be like, yeah, this person's so perfect, but I am not attracted to them.
Yeah,
like, and
that's okay
I don't
too.
have that romantic feelings, but I love them. This is the homie.
Yeah,
but there's nothing romantic, and that's okay. And sometimes those kind of situations, you got to make sure you let them know that this is strictly friendship, because some people might be like, oh, we're getting closer and closer. Let me.
To be completely honest, have you seen the meme with Morty when it was like, you know, I've been in line so long and like I've waited my turn, so now it's my turn. Like that's not how this works. Like if you pick friendship, be my friend.
Yeah, women are not a deli. Yeah. You don't pick a number.
Exactly. That's red flag right there.
So my thing is like, look, if you want to come to me as a friend and then we're friends, that's cool. Be a friend. But if you feel more than friendship, there's nothing wrong with saying that. But don't expect that if you're my friend long enough and I'm single, that now it's your turn.
You're entitled.
You're not entitled. Like you don't wait long enough and then all of a sudden, like now we're a thing. That's not how I see you.
Sorry, sir. That's predator behavior.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Like make your intentions known. Like I don't know how else to say that. Make your intentions known. If you want to be friends, we're friends. But if we're not friends, say we're not friends. And if I say no and you don't want to be friends, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, don't pretend to be my friend when you really want more.
But also, don't be mad at me that I didn't say that, because I didn't even know this universe existed where we were in a relationship.
Exactly.
Okay. I thought we've been vibing as friends this whole time. Don't be mad at me. Guys are quick to get mad at you when they never even made their intentions known because they think the only purpose for women is for their intentions.
That's a fact. I'll agree to that.
Like,
but
entertain me, woman. Like,
if you were hanging out with your nigga, right? If you were hanging out with your dude friend, and then he was like, "How come we not fucking yet?"
You would look at him
you
crazy.
Would be confused.
You would be like, what? He would be like, wow, bro. He was like, you ain't never pulled your dick out.
Right.
Like, you would be like, whoa.
I do appreciate our
friends. You're not going to be like, well, I felt like we were more than that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But if y'all are friends and I let them know that if you ever have feelings for me, like, please let me know because I don't want you to be bottling this up and we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And if we truly are friends, we can get past it. And I understand you taking a break, going a little hiatus to be like, okay, I have feelings for her. Let me.
Yeah.
But thank God I only have.
You know what? That's kind of where you said the confidence comes into play. Like my thing is, if you're confident, you'll let your feelings be known. You'll be like, hey, look, like not only do I like the things that you like, I like you. So like, how do you feel about me? Because even then, if you say no, I can agree to friendship.
Yeah.
Or like, if not, we can part ways. But it's really weird with the people that are like, I was friends with you for 4 years and you broke up with your boyfriend, so I was naturally next up in line. What?
But there's like, I've been lucky that everybody knows Skates. We've been friends since 2016 and never had to face that issue. We've been friends.
Hey, can I tell you something though? But Skate's a real one. I ain't gonna lie. My boy just look. Hey, he do his stuff and stay out the way.
Exactly. And then if I don't hear from him for a month, he'll just pop up, text me, and be like, "Yo, what up, nigga? What you doing? What your ugly?"
Hey, that sounds just like him. He'd be like, even not for nothing. I'll post a story. I'm not doing so good. He'd be like, my nigga, you sad? And I'd be like, a little bit, but at the same time, we gang. And he'd be like, bro, I'm here for you. Hit my line. That's how Skate be talking. I appreciate him.
Exactly. Like we always be cracking jokes. And that's why I'm like, yo, this is a friendship.
Like my boy just come out the thing like he be on some Batman shit. Like I ain't seen him in like a month or something. He throw the little bat signal in the sky and be like, hope you good, nigga. And I'll be like, oh, I am good, nigga, bro. I feel you.
See, you get hope you good, nigga. I'd be like, what's your ugly ass doing?
Yeah. But hey, you know what though? That's just because y'all closer though. Because like even if you was like, hope your ugly ass doing, I'm like, I knew I was ugly.
Exactly. He stays sending me them like on IG, Facebook, whatever, and it's like send this to a friend to let them know. And it'd be like some fucked up thing.
Yeah.
And it's like girls pouring in the cup, and it's like someone wants you to know. Fuck it. I don't
right? Yeah. It was like someone wants you to know you lame as hell. You be like, damn, bro.
He stays sending me some shit like that. That's why I love that friendship.
Hey, that's how you know y'all tight.
So real quick, to wrap it up, I know we talked about where to find them, how to get them, but how to keep a cosplay waifu. I just want to ask you guys.
Okay.
What are some deal breakers? Some non-negotiables, things you need, things that you completely can't stand. We kind of touched on that. But what are some things you need?
So here's something that I need. At the end of the day, loyalty. Like, because there's always going to be people that are similar to you. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, everybody wants to think that there's individual, like no one's ever been like you. But in reality, we're all snowflakes. We're all kind of the same thing, but slightly different. Right. You know what I mean? And my thing is, when people look for those slight differences in other people, like that's just loyalty. Like I need somebody to be like, the thing I found in you is special, and that's what I want. And so for me, like if you're loyal, almost anything else we can work with, because like I know you're here for me, and that doesn't mean I want you to be less of you. Like explore what you need to explore, be who you need to be, and I'll love you through it as long as we're together. So like at the end of the day, as long as I have loyalty and we have like trust, we can grow together. Because I don't want you to not be you. I just want you to be whatever the realest version of you is with me.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't align, tell me and I can let you go, you know?
Facts.
Aww. That was so cute.
I'm just being like, hey, at the end of the day,
he spoke for all of us.
I'm
We
just
all
being,
want
hey,
real.
I'm just being real. Like at the end of the day, I just need you to know that you're here for me because at the end of the day, if I'm here for you and you're here for me, you can do whatever you need to do because we're a team and nobody can come at us crazy because we'll be a united front.
Me, I would say, well, communication is the biggest thing. If something is bothering you, let me know, but you got to know how to, bring it to my attention. Don't be like, who the fuck was that guy right there? And
Nah.
be like, oh, hey, your friend, who's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to introduce you. That's JJ, Charlie Rocket. I told you about them, but so
The dragons.
is the biggest
so I get that. So it's like communication with respect. Like it's like a mix. It's like one of those things where you know what we are, so respect that and ask it in a certain kind of way. Like, hey, so I was just curious about blah blah blah, as opposed to being like, what the fuck is that? Because like we don't need to do that. Because if you care about me, you wouldn't do that.
Yes. So it's so much stuff. It's like honesty, respect. That's why I said communication. Please let your partner know how you're feeling, what makes you happy, what's making you upset. But my biggest red flag, what I don't like, and it's in the nerd community, it's in the real world. Please don't and people do this. They try to make you jealous. And I don't get it. I know you want to feel wanted, but you're letting me know that other people want you.
Yes.
I don't like that. I'm like,
yeah, that's not hot. That's not hot. Because
it could be obvious where it's like, oh, all these people are like, oh my gosh, Charlie, I love you. I'll drink your bath water. And she's like, oh, smiley emoji. But I only want JJ. That's how it should be. Don't be like kikiing with the girl in the corner that looks like my doppelganger. And you're like, oh yeah. Doll paper is hilarious. And
not doll paper. Oh no! I'm like, oh my god! Oh my goodness! She was
why
like,
are y'all over there kikiing? And I'm like, don't be jealous. But they over there just, oh, you're so funny. Oh, you're so funny. You and her are just so hilarious. Y'all remind me, y'all should do some content together, some OF content. Oh, you know what? I will be the photographer for it. Now you're just making me more and more. Do you even want me or do you want her?
Yeah.
Second grade scribble drawing of Paperdoll.
Yeah. Oh, what's that shit? The Doodle Bob version, the Home again. That shit version. Oh my god. I see the little pencil. Hey y'all, remember that boy was like, Home again. He was just like erasing people. I feel that shit. I feel that. Oh my god.
That's facts.
That's a fact. Because it's nothing worse than somebody trying to find what they see in you and other people and then failing because it's like, duh, you weren't going to get that.
But it won't even be about the personality. It'll just be the superficial stuff.
Yeah.
So much alike. Yo, are you poly? Are you? And I'm like, you're just making me more and more jealous. I think you're not the person for me because somebody that really loves me respects me and how I feel. And how would you feel if I did that to you? Like, oh man, Michael B. Jordan's here. Babe, y'all should,
Hey, can I tell the truth and shame the devil though? I'm gonna be completely honest though. If she had a chance at Michael B. and she was like, look,
we said that in another episode.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a hater and I'm not anti-good time. Like at the end of the day, I know that what I provide is way more than what he provides. So have your experience, but no, I'm gonna love you through it. Like my thing is, but I'm very secure in what I provide. So
meanwhile, that was one of my deal breakers. Is like the sex has to be good. That's what I wrote. But
hey, I respect that.
Everybody else said deep things. So I was
no. Hey, wait. But that's I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Crazy. Though. You're right.
But my thing is, look, we're gonna be alive a long time, right? So, and what that means is there's gonna be a lot of things that come along the road. My thing is, are we gonna make it up and down the road? Oh yeah, no, you're right. No, you're gonna be coming down the road. But at this, I know, but
coming down the mountain.
Exactly, she'll be coming down the mountain when she come. Hey, But no, seriously. At the end of the day, though, like imagine me letting a moment dictate how the rest of my life goes, or losing the love of my life because she had a moment, especially when she would let me have a moment. Yeah. So, like, my thing is, if you're very confident in your love and you're very secure and you're very open and you're very honest with your person, and your person is honest with you, you can't let their honesty offend you because, like, that's what you asked for. My thing is, I can't ask you for the truth, and then when you tell me the truth, I act like I didn't want it because now that's me gaslighting you.
Now that person's not going to tell you the truth.
Exactly. Now you're not going to tell me the truth no more. And now you're going to lie to my face. No, babe, I would never, ever do this thing. Yeah. Like for what? Like, I would much rather you have that moment, me be like, hey, was it everything you needed it to be? And then we move on. Like, because at the end of the day, if you really love somebody, like, what are we talking about?
Right. Facts.
And you're absolutely right. And it was what you were saying about like the sex has to be good. And it's crazy, but I know that there's so many people in the world. So you're narrowing down to like the perfect waifu, somebody that, or husband, that somebody that you work out mentally and you're like, wow, okay, we got the same hobbies. She's emotionally there for me. She knows how to take care of herself. She's an all around good person. Damn, sex with her is like she just lays there.
And no, not a pillow princess.
Yeah,
no. You know what? That's gotta hurt the worst. Like when they meet every metric, and then it's just like, no, the sex is lame because you know what you're not gonna have for the rest of your life is lame sex.
Yeah,
and like so no one's trying to have that.
On that. And if you communicate and you're like, hey, I really need this because I really care about you. And it's a whole emotional connection, but I would like to have the physical. And if y'all can't, then I'm sorry, this person's just not going to work.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of other people out there. There's going to be somebody's going to fit all those puzzle pieces. You just got to know what your deal breaker is.
Exactly. But you know what? The sad part is a lot of people won't accept the fact that they're trying to put it like a square peg in a round hole. Like it doesn't fit. And they're like, maybe if I get the edges just right. Like that's crazy.
It won't work.
It won't work. You can meet somebody who's exactly what you need and let that other person meet exactly who they need. Because you're also blocking their blessing. Like you think you're doing them a favor. Like, no one wants to be anybody's pity party. Like, let me go. Like, if you feel like, oh, poor him, I don't want to be poor him. Like,
yeah, exactly. You want to find somebody that actually like, I'm like looking like, why is my hat so crooked? But yeah, you want somebody that like matches all those pieces and fits all those blocks. And if they don't, just let it go.
Yeah, not for nothing. Like I said, I wake up in the morning, I see Charlie. I said, "Oh, let's get to it," because like I need to keep this lifestyle. I said, "I got lucky. Let me keep this luck going with a little bit of hard work." You know what I mean?
Start your day off right.
Exactly. You definitely start my day off right.
Oh my God.
This topic has been lovely to talk about. I want to make sure we leave enough time so that Paperdoll can let us know where we can find you.
You can find me on.
Ooh. Yes. We're dirty clever now. We like, wait, where can we?
The slut dragons.
Yeah. Slut. Hey, and we the sluttiest dragons there could be.
All right.
Just now looking at the staff.
You can find me on the staff. Losing my train of thought.
Right. My fault.
On Instagram, love. LOVE _ Paperdoll.
There we go.
And it's the same thing on the fan page.
Yeah.
Hey, I respect
on OnlyFans. Yeah.
Hey, y'all show her some love. Let me tell you something. Not only is she putting out quality content, like she's a quality person. Yes. Who doesn't want to support a real person? Like, let me tell you something. If you gotta spend the bag, spend it on somebody who deserve it.
Yeah, clearly. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for real.
I do write people back. It may take some time, but I do get back in like within, I would say 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like some
okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Packages come in that time, so they used to that shit.
Yeah, because I'm like I genuinely want to meet people and hear their comments and thank you, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
People they'll click and be like, oh, that's less than 20,000 followers. ignore.
Right.
That's so wild to me.
I'm
It
like,
is
really?
Yeah.
What
Right.
if
You
this
like
time I
clout
deleted
how you
it?
feel about people?
Look,
Wow.
that means go follow her, go subscribe.
Go follow her, go show her some love.
All of the above. She's too cool.
Not for nothing, she's cool, but you see what you see. Like, I mean, she
we all see it. Here
face
it is.
card valid. Like, what are we talking about?
Screenshot this.
Right.
I just got this crazy message from my little lady app, the little on-flow app. I'm about to send that to y'all.
We have our own chat, so she
yeah.
send it to us.
Yeah. You know what? Not for nothing. This is our real friend. Like this, this is our person in real life. Like she can send us anything, and we gang.
Yeah, facts.
Yes, literally.
Dragons all day long.
But thank you so much for coming to the Dirty Closet.
Hey, we appreciate
podcast.
you. Thanks for getting filthy in the closet.
Yes, the closet freaks.
And this is the first of many. You know, you're always welcome. Anytime you want to pop in, please. The closet's open.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Thank you to all of our people. Hey, and we out.